So Pedro Guevara has just beaten Andrew Moloney, and yes, overall competitive fight. If we're being honest, it was. But Andrew Moloney completely embarrassed himself at the end of that fight. If we're being honest, completely embarrassed himself. Retired after the fight because yeah, he was complaining that the judges rule against him and stuff. But let's be real, you must have done something wrong if you're losing split decisions in your own country. Let's be real. Like, he lost the fight, if we're being honest. Like, it was competitive. Moloney was able to get some good shots in there and, was able to time Guevara well at times. But overall, Guevara won the fight. Let's be real. I feel like Guevara nicked it. And, it was a close fight. It was. But let's be real. The majority of us did see Guevara winning that fight. I wasn't scoring it, but I think it was clear to see that, I was thinking surely Guevara's probably nicked this one, if we're being honest. And he did. It was the right decision in the end. And Moloney was there moaning at the end, saying it was all against him. Moloney somehow thinks he won the fight wide. But let's be real. I think Guevara was actually, the main one pushing the pace in that fight, to be fair. They're mostly fighting at Guevara's pace throughout the fight, to be fair. Guevara was good. He was able to change angles well. Guevara's body work was really good throughout the fight. And he was able to put the better work in my opinion. I don't think Moloney did enough to win, if I'm being honest with you. And it's funny because, yeah, both Moloneys lose in the same week. Jason Moloney taking a loss on the Inoue card. Moloney taking a loss tonight on the Lomachenko and Kambosos card. So, Andrew Moloney, let's be real, awful behaviour from him at the end, to be fair, crying about it all, saying that he somehow won wide and that people are against him and all that. But, you're lost in your own country. You must have done something wrong. Let's be real. Guevara was better in the fight. He was I feel like Guevara was putting in the more damaging shots throughout, in my opinion. He was 100%. Like, Moloney was countering well at times and putting some good shots in. But Guevara was was the better boxer throughout the fight, in my opinion. He was the better boxer, more slick than what Moloney was, getting better shots through. Body shots were scoring well. And Guevara was more accurate than what Andrew Moloney was in that fight. So Guevara's the right winner. I don't know what Moloney's crying about at the end, to be fair. I really don't. In the end, he lost a close decision. I don't know how he thought he was outboxing Guevara and how it was wide. Moloney did not do enough for that. It was not wide whatsoever. It was not wide whatsoever. It was a close fight, but they got the right winner there. And yeah, because Guevara is more accurate, putting the better shots together than what Moloney was. And, Moloney just didn't do enough. We didn't see him. Yeah, well, I mean, like Moloney was able to get some good success in the fight, but he didn't do enough to win, in my opinion. Didn't do enough to win. Guevara was, his counters were good. Moloney's counters were good as well. But overall, Guevara was, I think, a few steps ahead of Moloney throughout that fight, in my opinion. And that was what was able to win him the fight. It was a few steps ahead. Guevara was very, very, very clever throughout with the shots he put together and was accurate. And, Guevara was able to make Moloney miss quite a bit in that fight as well. So I think Moloney's reaction to it's weird, in my opinion. It is really strange. And the way he retired after as well, I don't know. He just doesn't really seem like Moloney just doesn't really seem like he's ever able to really be able to handle defeat too well, to be fair. And yeah, showing a bad display of sportsmanship, but yeah, just complete delusion from him at the end, to be fair. Like, he did all right in the fight, but let's be real, he didn't win it. He did not win the fight. I don't get where the delusions come from Andrew Moloney there. I really don't. He was getting outpointed in a lot of those rounds. Guevara was more accurate and was throwing more a lot of the time than what Andrew Moloney was. So I don't see the issue here. I don't see what Moloney's crying about. He lost a close decision. He did not win wide whatsoever. He did not win wide. It was close, and Guevara's the well-deserved winner in that close fight. Simple as that. Andrew Moloney embarrassing himself at the end. He just wasn't good enough. Like, no one's against you. You were on your home turf. You were on your home turf with, everything in your favor, really. You had the fans in your favor, would have had the judges in your favor as well, and you still lost on decision. The referee, everything possible was in Andrew Moloney's favor there, and he still wasn't able to pull it off. He should be disappointed in his performance there. He did things wrong in that fight. He was sloppy at times defensively. And Guevara was able to capitalize on it. But yeah, it was a good fight, good solid fight, but Guevara won it. Moloney just completely embarrasses himself at the end with some pathetic comments. And hopefully he stays retired. Because it's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing himself at the end, to be fair, after a good competitive fight, which was entertaining, but just decided to ruin it all for himself at the end. And goes out with no pride whatsoever. So yeah, joke stuff from Moloney at the end. Very glad Guevara got the win. I was rooting for Moloney as well, but after seeing how he acted at the end, I'm glad Guevara was able to get the win. Good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Okay, I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.